This exercise is the shoulder press. Okay, I'm going to show it to you standing first, and then we're going to show how to do it seated. So you want to take your band and you want to step on your band with your feet. You want your legs to be shoulder width apart. So you want to make sure that you start in the middle and then work from there to expand the band. Okay, your core is tight, your chest is tall. Pull that belly button into the spine to tighten up that core. When I say tighten up that core, those are those ab muscles. Tighten up that core. When you do that, imagine yourself pulling your belly button into your spine. Chest is nice and tall. We're going to have this is our starting position with our hands, palms facing me, and holding on to the ends of the bands. We're going to press up and down. Back to our starting position. Press up and down. It's really important that you press up and then don't just let your arms come down. You want to resist that resistance, right? Utilize that resistance. Resist gravity. Resist that pull. Nice and slow. Keep that core tight. Make sure that you're breathing throughout your exercise. Okay? You're going to do anywhere from 10 to 12 of these. If you get to number 8 and you absolutely cannot do any more, then you need to either decrease your weight, your resistance band. You might need a longer band, especially if you're a taller individual. If this is not enough resistance, then, and if you're a shorter individual, then you may need to double loop it. So you might have to do what you can to shorten up, to decrease the length of the band. So you may have to wrap it around your hands a couple of times if you're not tall enough, or if you're a shorter individual. If you are taller, you might have to just do it with one leg, right? And press up that way. If you can get a longer band, maybe that would be beneficial, but you might be able to do it with just having that one foot in there versus the 2 feet. Okay. Now, if you are in a chair, remember to always scoot towards the edge of your chair, right? So you want to be here. You don't want to be pressed up against the back. Scoot to the edge of your chair. Okay. Core is tight. Chest is still tall. Now, let me show you from the front. From the front, you're going to same position, step on that band, right? Now you're going to pull your feet back a little bit because you want to make sure you've got proper form. Make sure that your heels are under your shoulders, okay? Make sure you've got your resistance where it needs to be. Band is nice and even. If you need to just do 1 foot, if you've got a shorter band, you can do that, okay? Now remember our starting position. Press up, bring it down. Press up, bring it down. Keeping that core tight, up and down. Remember, if your band is too long, maybe for your arms, if you're a shorter individual, you might have to double up, which means that you take the band and you loop it around your wrist to shorten the length of that band, okay? But this is how you perform the shoulder press. Now, you want to make sure that you are doing, again, between 10 to 12 of these. If you're just starting out, you're probably going to be closer to 10. As you get stronger, as you do this more often, you'll be able to progress to 12. When you get to 12 and 12 is too easy, you can move up in weight in your band, or the thickness of your band. That's the weight, how you do weight in a band, in the bands. Especially if you've got a set of these, you can do more reps. So instead of 12, you can do 15. And that can be your progressive overload if you do, until you can get to a thicker or heavier weight band. All right. All right. So there you go. Make sure that you warm up and make sure that you cool down after you do this exercise. You got this.